Friday rules in place. This is Friday, October 10th. See we can't get a little money made. Pull up where we are. I wanted to see it out trading pre-market. $200 in there. Here's the pre-market stats. Now we're going to wait here for the open. About 3 minutes to the open. We'll go Friday rules. We'll take our lots down to like 10. Basically half it. Not looking to do anything here at the open unless we get a nice flat 1 minute entry. Ain't looking too bad. Let's take a peek at that range. So roughly 10 points. I like it. I will take that trade. Let's just see how it works here in a couple of seconds. Let's go ahead and put some orders out here. We're going to buy right there at a limit, and we're going to sell right there at a limit and see which one triggers with 10. What in the world did it just do there? Don't need both of you up. I just need one. Did it do two, y'all? Sometimes TradingView gets crazy, doesn't it? It must want me to sell at a stop. Wants me to sell at a stop. All I'm trying to do is catch this opening, just in and out really quick, right? Catch this opening swings. It usually happens. I only do that when we have less or around 10 points. So 10 on 10, just see which way it whips here. It might whip before the market. So I'm on my flattened button here. Gonna be ready to just get out all trades. And that's what we'll do. We'll take it flat here. I like that it's staying there. We're below the EMAs here in the 1 minute. And so this might break down here at the open. We got 50 seconds and we're going to find out. It's going to go one way or the other. Usually does. I'm going to let it trigger and then I'm going to get right back out here. Had a pretty good run up there in the market. I got $5,600 to play with here. So let's just see, 36 more seconds. Did not buy. Look at that. Jumped right through me. See that, Chad? It jumped right through me. It did not trigger. So, and then, oh my goodness. Did you see that? That is such lame BS. That is lame BS. Look at that. Failed to cancel one or more orders. It didn't trigger me. I'm going to go ahead and flatten that out now at $1,050. Look at the delays there, chat. Did you see that? This is the whole thing of the video right there is those damn delays. Wow. I don't understand that at all. I should still be in that trade. I would have taken it right through the VWAP and been a nice little pop right there. I still got $1,050 out of it on that trade. So let's go. Oh, so it's over there on the sidebar. Let's turn that off. That pisses me off. Excuse my French, everybody, but that's just not right, man. That's not right. That's not right, chat. I want these to be moved down here. Why does a short keep getting on the long? Every day it comes in, it won't save it the way I had it the previous day. I don't really use the DOM. I do like the buttons down here because I got the Bookmap running in the background. If we want to jump over there, yeah, and that's more fine. We can even leave up these things here today. Watch our green or not. So you saw that right there. You see this big opening range. It really works when you got a tight entry. 10 minutes. If you read my guide, I like to do that. Got a tight entry, and you can just go down to like 1 or 2. So if you got a loser, you have no big deal. So I've done 7 trades on the day. I don't know why it's saying only 1192. I've had no losers. So I've had no losers today. You see the total losers right there. And shoot, I don't have that up. There you go. So 100% wins today. Started a little bit pre-market there. Oh, I know what it probably did. I probably have it to reset at the regular session time. Duh. But anyway, I put about $5,600 in the bank this morning. I did that on the laptop out on the couch when I was watching the trade bolts. Here we are ripping. That would have been a good trade, except for if you look right here, that big tail, that's why you got to get in and out as soon as you trigger on one side or the other. It's not for the faint of heart, but anytime we're coming into an open and that last 1 minute is not starting to rip, maybe 2 minutes out, I'll put my orders. You saw me do it. I put my orders around that entry. And for whatever reason, the markets did not like me. At first, it didn't fill. So then I tried to hit the cancel all button, but it did fill. It just didn't notify me. And then you saw the thing pop up. It said 850. It said 1,050. I was just trying to get out. And that is something you got to worry about. We got new fiber optics coming. They literally dug up my side of the street yesterday and did it all in one day. So the line is run. It's about, 60 feet out that way in my front yard and by the sidewalk. And and so we got new fiber optic. We got old one now, MediaCon. It's just DSL. And so it's still fine. It's 300 down and 50 up, but the latency's all over the place. I race on the internet with iRacing. I've been doing that for 30 years. I'm a beta tester from way back in the Hawaii days. Obviously, y'all know by now I'm a retired sports car champion, professional, raced for Mazda for a long time. But anyway, I like to race on the internet, and I can tell it that it's bad here. And that's the main thing I've been pushing for, to get new live oak fiber, because you're trying to bump draft a guy at Talladega, right? In a big race. We do money races, tournaments. You pay an entry fee and you race online. And then, it ain't no fun it's no fun to get disqualified, because they could tell when you start what's called warping. And so what that translates over here, though, is I know I have a warping issue, and that's what that was. That was a latency issue with all those orders going in. And then I've got, 2 or 3 little jumps here on my end. And so that could be scary, because this tail could have whipped me down here, and it could have triggered the short and went right back off. So you always want that one cancels the other, OCO. And that's the way you do that. Now we're just going to wait. So we're only 3 minutes in. We'll go up to our 5-minute candle. I like trading the 30s. There's your opening range. Just take a peek at that real quick. Opening range here to here. So where else big? It's really big. So we're going to be real careful here. What's the VIX today, y'all? The VIX is up 12 basis points, 1647. It's over 17 yesterday. So I don't mind anything under 19. You still got to be able to trade. What kind of message we got here? Buy, sell, fractional time, sell. Yeah. So look, they're just basically buying and selling on breaks of VWAPs. Okay. Old school, can't tell me that. So we are right now, folks. We're on the top of that VWAP on the 5-minute, and we might have a pretty good setup forming here. I'm good on the day. I'm past my $5,000 threshold. I've had no losers, 100% win ratio. You see it right over there. I'll turn that off until we get some more trades going. This is Jim Daniels. I'm the human button pusher on something I think is very, very neat. I'm hoping this channel is going to really take off, and I hope we help a lot of people. I can't give you advice. I'm not a professional. This is all for entertainment. It's a show for sure. But it is what I do. So you are seeing what I do, and you can adapt it to any of your strategies. I don't think anyone's out there really using AI as they should. And again, as you probably know, if you watched any other videos, I like Grok 4. Not only is Elon very innovative, he built a massive factory in Memphis, in my hometown where I'm from. I'm in Florida now, as you know. And my oldest daughter still lives there. She's at corporate FedEx. She's a manager for corporate FedEx, doing really well. Been there a dozen years, or 10 years at least. Anyway, so I got a soft spot for that, and employs a lot of people in Memphis. President Trump's first place besides D.C. to go clean up was Memphis, because we got some pockets there that's really bad. But where we raised our kids, a little town called Germantown, Tennessee, it's often ranked the #1 city in Tennessee for everything: economics, growth, quality of life, school systems. Brentwood and Franklin in Nashville, that's your 3. And Germantown's won it several times. I raised my kids there. We spent 20 years there. And great town, about a half hour, about 40 minutes from Memphis, from downtown Memphis, where all the South Memphis is where the problems is down there. And it is really, really bad. A lot of gangs came in there a dozen years or so ago from LA. So we got Crips and Blood issues, and we got all of the Latino gangs you would imagine. And so it could be bad if you have to stay away from certain areas. So anyway, that's the first place besides D.C. President Trump went to. And Elon loves it. And that's why he built the largest gigafactory in the world is built right there. And then the other reason I like Grok 4 is because with the API, she has given me real-time sentiment of X, formerly known as Twitter, right? But she's giving me that real-time sentiment, y'all, where, I don't have to be looking at it on my phone. I have Twitter up. She's just studying the hashtags that pertains to day trading that might move the market and give me some tips. And I'm really trying to trade news. I like to know why these momentum candles come and go. That's exactly why you see I'm running my long and short setup with the market pulse, and this is the volume of pressure from Bookmap. We got the Bookmap in the background. We'll only go over there if something looks weird and check it out. I don't really trade the bubbles. I don't really care about liquidity that much. Okay, it's a different kind of trading when you're doing this ninja scalping, and we'll drop it down on some 30s here. You see your opening range is still going to the top. This is my custom-made New York 15-minute opening range. And a lot of them have it go in the overnight sessions and all that. I like mine to start with the session, show me where we are. There's our high low thus far. We're setting new highs right now. Probably missed this little break of the EMA right in here, but you know what? We're not going to trade it unless we get that volume, especially on Friday rules. We got $6,510 made on 7 victories. Started about, what time does Trade Brigade start? He starts at my time. He starts at 7. And so while he was doing the ES and then the SPY, and I was waiting on him to get to the NQ, and to see if we had confluence, he and I, which we did. He said this thing should rip from the open, and he wasn't wrong. So we did like this, put in a little flag or a pennant right in there, made a rotation. A rotation from the high day would have been a great trade. But again, as you guys know how I trade, since I'm doing 10 lots, you know, I did some 50s yesterday. I'm on a pretty dadgum good run, y'all. 70,000. I started with 50,000 on Monday, and then I took Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did not trade because you remember I did the tournament with BDH. See how those guys are doing over there. I was over here with Pat. We had Pat there, and was trading with Pat with BDH in his tournament. I got in my 2-day tally. I started the third morning with 62,000 bucks. I'm gonna come back and tell you in the next video how that tournament went. I wound up losing $5,000. I don't know if you watch my little short videos on that. I'll be right back.